Hey, good morning. One of the things I like best about this time of year with the days getting a little shorter is that you can sleep in a little bit and still catch the morning bite. We're here at a pretty typical Kansas Corps of Engineers impoundment. We're going to be bouncing off of some main lake points today, trying to catch a few fish. Today's target species is just about anything we can get to eat a fly. So while we got the early light, let's go ahead and get ourselves ready to fish and quit talking and get out there. Okay, so here we are out on our first main lake point, and you can kind of see this is pretty rocky. That's what we're looking for. We're hoping that bigger fish will be able to herd bait fish up into these cuts in these rocks. The wind's going to help because it's going to kind of push the bait fish also, and that's going to hopefully increase our chances. It's going to make the audio a little poor, and I'll apologize for that. But the wind is going to be our friend, so we're going to put up with it. All right, I'm going to put this camera down, get the rod ready, and get out and do a little fishing. Okay, so it didn't really take very long to, look around a little bit and figure out that the shad really weren't happening. A couple of steps out into the water, and I also realized that the crayfish were still everywhere. So we switched to crayfish patterns, plan B, and things started to happen pretty quickly after that. This is what we're after. This is a good old garden variety white bass, pretty common for this area. Looks like he engulfed that fly pretty well down, so I'm going to have to turn off the camera and get both hands on him to get that out, but here's what we're after. Alright, we got him unhooked and ready to go back in the water, and we'll turn him loose and go get us another one. Most of the morning turned out to be white bass, pretty much steady all morning long, but there were a few other surprises, and here's a couple of those. Alright, in the spirit of, whatever will eat the fly, we got ourselves a nice drum here to go along with those white bass. Alright, we just added a third species to the catch total for today. If anybody ever told you that you can't catch channel cat on a fly rod, then this guy's going to tell you otherwise. Alrighty. Can't get the hook out of his mouth. There we go. Get him back in the water and get out after some of his friends. Here we go, his smallmouth out of the same location. Everything's still eating those crawdad colored clousers. I had to change because I lost the other old one in the rock, but they're still chasing crawdads. The sun's starting to get up though, so this may slow down. We'll see what happens. Get him back in the water and see what we can get. Okay, well that first spot worked pretty good all morning. The sun's getting a little high, wind's kind of blowing me off a little bit. Some wind is good. This is a little bit too much, especially the angle that's coming in. But like I said, caught a lot of fish, caught 4 species, got white bass, smallmouth, catfish, got a nice drum. So we're gonna kind of leave that for now. I'm going to change out of my waders because one thing I learned this morning is that they leak and my feet are wet and my feet are cold. So luckily the other thing that I've learned is bring a spare pair of socks, so I'll be okay. We're going to roll off to one more little main lake point on this lake and see what happens there. Yeah, that second location didn't work out quite as well as I thought it would. Caught a few fish, not really too impressive, but learned a few lessons.